Welcome to Aggressor Adventures. Meet Director of Content Strategy and Social Media, Cole Watkins.
I was born and raised here in Augusta, Georgia.
Cole talks about his parents.
I've got the greatest parents in the world. My parents are extremely supportive and caring, and they're really like our best friends. We like to hang out with them all the time. They're great grandparents to my two kids. They've always been there for anything we need. I'm extremely fortunate to have them in my life.
He shares what it was like growing up with a younger sister.
So I have a little sister, Lauren, who's 2 years younger than me. Growing up, we fought like cats and dogs, but we're kind of the brother-sister that can say whatever we need to say to each other. You know, if one's acting up and needs to get straightened up, and we've always got each other's backs.
Cole recalls his favorite pets.
Yeah, I've got two pets that I think back growing up with. We had a cat named Socks for a long time, and my dog that I have now, June, is definitely my favorite pet I've ever had. And she's a mix between a Maltese and a Shih Tzu, and she gets in all type of mischief and stuff. But she's a great pup, and she sleeps with my kids every night in their bed. So
he reflects on his early education.
So I attended schools in Columbia County, which is known for having a great school system, public school system here in Augusta, Georgia, Evans, Georgia. You know, it was great. It was great growing up here. I had tons of friends, and got to enjoy playing sports. And the school system here in Columbia County definitely made me feel very prepared once I got into college. I definitely felt like I did have a step up on my classmates that came from other counties.
He revisits his childhood dreams.
My far-fetched dream was always to want to make it to the MLB or the NBA, but I always enjoyed sports growing up. I kind of got a late start playing them, honestly, and that's probably my biggest regret in life is I didn't get into playing organized sports until I was about third or fourth grade. And my son has already played like 5 seasons of sports now. He's in kindergarten, and he's absolutely loving it. But I always kind of wanted to have some type of sports job, whether it was a commentator or a statistician. I love the game, and I like the analytics, and some call it sabermetrics, of baseball and other sports.
Cole was a fun-loving kid.
As a kid, growing up, my buddies and I, we'd play sports, we'd build forts, we'd play in the creek, build dams. We were outdoors all the time. We'd ride the bikes, build bike ramps, get hurt, do stupid things. But yeah, growing up, we had a good little core of boys in my neighborhood in Fernbrook, the neighborhood I grew up in, and a lot of good times, a lot of good memories. I'm still close with a few of them, and it's good memories growing up with those guys.
He had more than one special affinity or educational experience that led him to his current position at Aggressor Adventures.
Well, I'd always say that I was just always interested in outdoor activities. I never really wanted to be cooped up inside, and I do have a desk job here at Aggressor Adventures, but I really love being out and on the yachts, of course, as anybody would, but going to my side business that I have, just doing things that are outside and active. I've always really enjoyed customer service type jobs. Working for the tip, you're going to get more, and it's just, why not give it your all, do everything that you can to earn maybe a bigger tip, but also increase that word of mouth advertising, get those people to go back and tell their friends about how much fun they had at this thing. And so that's kind of plays into a little bit at Aggressor Adventures. Even though I'm on the marketing side, I don't talk to the customers a ton when they're getting done with their trips, but we're talking to the customers on social medias, and I just love the fact, and it might have something to do with being raised in the South and having the Southern hospitality.
He fondly remembers how he met his lovely wife.
Ashley and I met, believe it or not, we actually went to the same middle school. She's a grade above me, but we didn't know each other. We probably passed each other in the halls at some point, but we didn't meet each other until we were in business school at Augusta State University, and I made sure sit by her any chance I got in class, and we would doodle on each other's papers and flirt a little bit, and we never started dating until after college, when we ran into each other about a year out of college, and I asked her on a date, and I'd always liked her. She was quiet and shy. She didn't go out much and probably didn't want anything to do with me and my rowdy friends. But we're like kind of like a puzzle piece. We fit really good together.
Cole reminisces about his college years.
Honestly, fun. Me and my friends just having fun. That's what I remember most about the college years. Going out and just having a good time, and not have to worry about having the big boy job, and just talking about what we're going to do one day, even though we're just sitting at a bar hanging out. But there's definitely a lot of professors that I had that I still think about and appreciate, things that they had taught me and suggestions on different things on how I do this and that, kind of like advisors to run my kayak business, and a lot of good classmates I had as well.
He shares the story of how his part-time business came to be.
Yeah, so in 2010, I had a business project at Augusta State University, and the project was to build a business from the ground up. And so I started Cole Watkins Kayak Tours as a project and got an A on it. And the concept of the company was to take people out on kayak adventures here in Augusta. We have the Savannah River that divides Georgia and South Carolina, and a lot of great waterways that me and my friends grew up on playing in. And it was 2000. It was right after the recession, and we didn't have anything. Nobody was on the river, and I just saw a real good opportunity for something that I could do that would be some side money for me, but also a great asset to the community. So we have people that come from all over the place here in the Southeast to go kayaking with us, and it's been really fun. We've been doing it since 2011, which blows my mind because we had 3 kayaks when we started, and I never thought about a year 2, and here we are going to the 12th season. I do it on the side. It's kind of my weekend hustle. I've got some great guides under me now that are a lot of help. I'm still extremely hands-on with it. So I do stay busy from March to October, 7 days a week. So my wife is great in understanding, that it's bringing us some extra money into the house. But it's a lot of fun. I've met some cool people. Took out some pro baseball players and some famous musicians before. But other than that, we've had another 6,000 people that have come out and had a good time. And it's just a really fun company. And I really enjoy doing it and meeting new people.
Cole absolutely adores his children.
Yeah, so my kids, my son Cash, he's 6 years old now, and he's my best friend. I love the little guy. He's a lot like me. He's extremely sports driven, like his daddy, and I've coached him for, we're now in our 5th season of sports. He's just turning into a great little baseball player, and it's a lot of fun to watch because he didn't have it at first. He wasn't like a natural athlete, and he had seasons where he was not getting the ball at all, like the whole season. He'd be crying in bed, and it's heartbreaking for me to watch because I'm out there using the pitching machine trying to get him a hit, and he just was heartbroken because he wasn't helping the team, which is tells a lot about his character, And but now he's the star, one of the star players on our current team, and he's just absolutely killing it, and I love it. I love every single second of it. It's my favorite hobby I'm doing right now. And I also have a little daughter named Kaylee. She's 4 years old, and she's my little princess. I love her. She can make a bad day turn good in a second. She's the best. I love her. I love both my kids so much. And
he shares how he became involved in scuba diving.
I never really had a big interest in scuba diving until I met my wife. Ashley got me into it while we were dating, and I remember our very first trip. I was telling her before we were getting on the plane that I might straight up punk out on this trip. We were going to a place called Tiger Beach. It's where I got certified, and Tiger Beach is in the Caribbean, and it's a place it's known to be like the shark haven in the Caribbean. So I just knew I was gonna have sharks as soon as I got in the water. And yeah, my first dive, I had 2 Caribbean reef sharks circling me, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And they were only like 6-7 footers at that time, but my heart was just racing. And but honestly, going to Tiger Beach and getting certified there was really beneficial for me because I got over my fear of sharks within like 2 days. And so I was just seeing sharks. I got up to counting like 50 by Wednesday, and it's a Saturday to Saturday trip, And so I was just kind of used to it, and now that's my favorite thing to see underwater. I do a little videography and photography now, so I'm swimming along with them, right next to them, and trying to get as much as I can with them. They're a beautiful creature.
Aggressor Adventures, for your adventure of a lifetime.